what time, or what, the 2 weeks, every 2 weeks I get paid, and I thought it was, yesterday. I thought it was the 2 week one, but it wasn't. So, anyways, I got my check and deposit, so, I finally have a little bit of money in my account, so I can kind of feel, a little bit more secure or whatever. Just, I have some kind of funds so that if something pops up, I can basically pay for it and not have to really worry about it, that kind of thing. Let's see. Other than that, work's been well. I've been liking work. It's been um, let's see. So I was hired 7 and then 7. So it's been well, quote unquote, it's been a month and well, see, I was hired like the first day. Obviously, I didn't work that first day. Um, but I was hired June the 7th, I believe, and now it's the 7th, 16, 17. I can't remember what day it is. It's either the 16th or the 17th. I can't remember. I think it's the 16th because yesterday was Friday the 15th. Yeah, so Saturday the 16th. Right, I forgot. It's my friend's, sucks that, it's my friend's wedding today, and I wasn't able to get that off, so, but, it's like I can't really, I just have to say sorry, man. I mean, I have to say sorry to my best friend that, I wasn't able to get it off, but, I can't do anything about it, so it's just like, you know, whatever. But, and hopefully, hopefully he'll understand, and, I can, I finally have some money that I can, get them a wedding present or something. At least I can still do that, um, or whatever. But, yeah, so other than that, I've been doing well. Work has been good. Haven't had any too many problems with work or anything like that. Just thinking about, and I basically kind of like what I'm doing because I'm doing the same thing over and over again. But there's it's always different. Sorry, excuse me. It's always different because there's always new people and there's also regulars. So I recognize the regulars, and that's nice to kind of quickly chit chat with them. But then also there's new people too, and I'm always seeing new faces and stuff, um, and I enjoy you know being friendly with people, and um, just I'm that kind of person, anyways. That you guys kind of know me, I guess, pretty well for how I act. Obviously, when I'm making certain videos, I do kind of over exaggerate a little bit, but when it comes to my actual like qualities, I think I present and I think I have are being kind and courteous and trying to be helpful and that kind of thing. Um, it's like yesterday. There was a lot of people. I had a lot of people come up to me and ask for help, and I was try to do the best I could. Obviously, only being there for about three weeks, I still haven't learned every single place where everything is at, but I obviously am trying to work on that and familiarize myself with products and well, placement as in where things are, not product placement, but I mean a little bit of that too. You are there to try to get somebody to buy things, so I mean that's kind of I'm not a salesman, so that's kind of like a last priority. I mainly am just in the back. I'm kind of the background guy. Just usually don't really like a lot of people just kind of don't really realize or pay attention to somebody who is stocking stuff because usually you don't see them for most of the time. At least, basically everywhere else, um, you will see people putting stuff on the shelves, or whatever. People who do produce are putting fruit and vegetables on shelves. I mainly you put vegetables on the shelves, but yeah, there's also other things too. But and then like yeah, with the alcohol department or whatever I just want to call it that, uh, you know people doing the alcohol thing, stocking the alcohol, and then then there's the Whole Foods. The foods are on the aisles, all that stuff. You see them stocking stuff, and mine is the only one where it's basically I'm behind and I'm stocking in the back. Obviously, the things I do have to stock forward are the eggs and the yogurt, because I don't have a back type of panel thing. That would make that so much easier. I tell you, that would make it a lot easier. But when I think about it, it's kind of when I think about it, it is kind of better that you are stocking the yogurts from the front. Just thinking about it now, but yeah, and eggs, I guess too. It's just yeah. So you have to stock the eggs from the front, and so then people will see you, and I mean that's basically when people are, if people see me, that's usually what I'm doing is the eggs or the yogurt, and so I'm there to kind of also help people out too. I am a helper, you know, uh, it's a kind of courtesy clerk helper as well with my job as stocking helper, half and half slash, stalker slash helper, which that just sounds really funny. Sorry, my voice. Which sounds really funny together, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Stocking food and then also being a helper of, helping people out, helping people find things, or doing that kind of thing. Yeah, so job's been doing good. Haven't been late to any of my, um, going to my job. Haven't been late at all, which is good. Um, Yesterday, actually, I took my half-hour break. You get a lunch break. Uh, since I work 6 hours a day, I get a half-hour lunch break. Um, Before that, I was only working 4 hours, so you were only given a 10-minute break. Of course, you can basically take the 10-minute break anytime you want, but usually when I was working the 3 to 7, I'd take it at 5. Take a 10-minute break at 5 o'clock, and then punch back in at 5:10. But now that I work 6 hours, I'm taking my I still work until 7, so it's almost kind of the same. So I take my break around the middle, which is about 3 o'clock or 3:30, 3:15, somewhere around there. Um, I try to finish up what I'm doing and then take my break as close as I can to around 3 or 3:15, 3:10, whatever. I try to make it easier, so every 15 minutes usually. But yeah, so yesterday I took my break at 3 o'clock, and then I went over, had my lunch, and then went over to my bank to deposit my check that I had, and I was able to just get back at 3:30, like at that exact moment. I was like, sign back in or whatever, or punch back in, time clock thing, and then I was like, I was lucky that I didn't go uh, over, or well, or if I was late. So other than that, nothing else really happened. It's a pretty uneventful job, but it's I guess I just enjoy it because I actually figured out how cold the refrigerator is. Um, it's kept at like 32 degrees, but thing is that, or 31 to 32. But I think the thing is that it also, it's not that cold in there because everything isn't freezing, so it's obviously not. Even though the gauge on the wall where it shows me the temperature of the room, it's at like 31. Basically, it's kept at like 31 degrees. Um, but yeah, it's not 31 degrees actually inside, so it's a little confusing, I guess, for me. Because everything isn't freezing, but everything is kept cold enough where obviously, it's not going to go bad or it's gonna last longer. I guess I can just say. So that's also another reason why I definitely enjoy being back there. Is that obviously you guys know that I like the cold, I hate the summer, I hate the heat, I love winter, and so this is just like an absolute perfect job for me. I can do stuff, stock stuff quickly without sweating, because I mean it basically like you don't sweat because it's so cold. That's I guess that's how cold it is, or at least for me. I don't sweat when I'm in there. Obviously, when I come out and have to do like eggs or having to do like yogurt, sometimes then it's like a lot warmer outside, and so maybe I'll start sweating a little bit. But then when I go back into the to the big refrigerator, big freezer, whatever you want to call it, yeah, I don't sweat anymore. So it's nice. But looking at what those are. Um, Other than that, so jobs, well, I've been feeling good. I've been doing good as in I'm sleeping better. Um, last night, I went try to get to bed early. It was like 10:30, I think, when I like fell asleep. Even though like I got to bed earlier than that, like probably 10 o'clock, but I checked my phone and just saw it was like 10:30, and so I was like, okay, and then I fell asleep. But man, I had like just tons of dreams. I don't really remember any of them. I do remember one of them. I think that was actually last night that I tried to make myself remember. It was super weird. It was like I was in a store. It wasn't Hagen's. I was in this other store or something, and um, all that I really remember was there's these like two guys, and were they carrying something or pushing something, and both of them were like singing a song, which was really weird. But it was like an old tune, like a classic rock tune or something. And they like passed, like they went by me, and they were like singing. And I was like, okay, it's kind of weird, okay. And then eventually I went over to where this guy was, and um, you know how like huge box stores, like a Costco store, that they have those like everything is like stacked up really really high. Um, and I remember I was like I had to go up there for some reason. I had to go get something or I had to move something because it looked like something was about to fall down or something like that. And so and then they have it looked like a black like one of those I don't know how to explain it. It's like one of those things where okay, like a window washer type of thing where it's like automated and you can like press buttons and it moves up and down. Well, this one was basically the one where it's almost exactly like that. Then it has like wheels on the bottom, and then you can just basically step into it and press a button, and like then the springs and stuff, it like loads you up, and there's like has all the springs there, and then you just press a button and you slowly move up. Well, this one in my dream was like flat to the floor, like almost flat to the floor. It was like like innovative or something like that. And so and then eventually you could kind of like pick it up a little bit and it start going, and then you'd like press a button, so it'd go from almost like ground floor level, and then it'd start moving you up, and it was like really weird. But just all of the dream or whatever part of the dream I remember is just trying to get up to the certain high shelf and move a box or something, or try to get a box. And I think I know why I had that dream is that I think subconsciously the the guys singing in my dream was probably because I heard the Alan's Parsons Project song, Eye in the Sky. And then the boxes trying to get up really high to reach something was probably because in our store, in the Hagen's store, they have boxes of eggs. You know, not huge boxes, but they're boxes of eggs, kind of normal sized boxes that you think egg things would come in. And I think that's the reason why I was trying to get up really high in my dream to reach a box or to move a box or grab a box or something, because I don't really quite remember what happened when I got there. I think I like woke up, but I think it's because yeah, in my job or whatever, I'm having to reach up high to pull off or pull out or whatever uh, things of boxes of eggs, you know. So I think that's why I had that dream. It was very weird, but um, you know, what's interesting is that I've been having a lot. I think I said this before, and maybe another video of mine, or maybe not, but I've been having a lot of dreams. Um, but yeah, not you know, most of them now have to either do with me driving or me like working somewhere because, and you know, yeah, that's because I'm having to drive to my work, and then I'm also, I don't know why driving would be such a big thing in my dreams. Like, driving is just kind of a normal thing for me. It's not like, oh my gosh, I get to go drive somewhere, like it's exciting or something. You know, but, you know, for some reason, a lot of my dreams recently or whatever, um, have been me like driving to some place or something like that, you know. And then the other one is, yeah, I've had a lot of dreams about working. Like it seems like I'm back at work or I'm somewhere working, you know, kind of doing similar things in my dream as to what I actually do in real life job. So yeah, but last night or whatever, this morning or whatever you want to call it, I remember probably having like 8 dreams, but you know, I just wake up and then I'm all like kind of like that was kind of a weird dream or whatever, and then I just fall back to sleep, and then have another dream, and then I wake up, and then go back to sleep, and then you know, um, you know, fall asleep, and then have another dream, and then wake up. And that's just a weird cycle that for some reason I have. Um, but yeah. So, anyways, don't want to make this too much longer. Just a quick little recap. I'm doing well. Job's going well. Seems like. I mean, um, you know, the thing is that it doesn't seem like anybody's coming up to me and saying that you're doing a horrible job. You know, but you know, then again, you know, nobody's coming up and saying that you're doing a good job. But you know, all my clocks. Obviously, it's 11 o'clock, so all my clocks in my living room going off. Um, the big one going off. Yeah. Um, yeah, me, I do. I did have. I think I said this in one of my videos before, but I did have a coworker. I'll just call it coworker, teammate, whatever. He did say, you know, he did kind of say that you're doing a good job, and that meant a lot to me because, you know, it doesn't seem like, you know, my boss or any of the assistant, you know, person has really said anything kind of saying that you're doing a good job. So it's kind of a little bit of a disappointment because, you know, I thought I'm doing a good job, and then it's just like not hearing, you know, not having any criticism or any feedback, you know, at all. Just kind of worries me a little bit, you know. Um, but at least, you know, D, um, using all initials, you know, I'm obviously having this being 100% anonymous, except for myself, obviously. Um, I know that, yes, this is like the kind of weird part about this video now is that, yeah, I know that, you know, uh, what do you call them? Like, your job or whatever. Like, people who that you work for. There we go. I'm trying to, couldn't think. I was like spacing out or blanking out. That yeah, they do go on like social media sites and like probably they go onto like Facebook and Twitter and I don't know if they go on Instagram or like they probably go on YouTube too to like see if there's they kind of like watch you and you know see what you are posting, which I don't know. That's a little weird. I just have to frankly say and honestly say, because it's like, well, the thing is that if this person isn't saying anything about your company or I have that belief where people can have their own opinions about stuff and it not have to be like the whole spying on people and kind of the whole that kind of thing, surveillance. Uh, okay, it's a difference when you're at work, and yes, obviously there's cameras everywhere looking at you, watching. Obviously there's cameras for security, but there's also cameras for security of, obviously the company has to protect themselves, and I understand that, and obviously, obviously I know there's a whole bunch of cameras up above me. I don't really give it much thought, but there's a difference when there's the spying and the kind of watching your every move when you're at work than when you're at home or on social media sites. On social media sites, if you're not saying anything bad about the company that you work for, if you're not saying anything bad about your coworkers, if you're not saying anything bad about anything about your job, I haven't said anything bad about my job. Um, Obviously, there is one lady. I guess I just, obviously I'm not like trying to pick on her, but nobody knows who I'm talking about, so it wouldn't really matter. But this one lady, she just kind of puts off a weird vibe, or she's just not very friendly. But it's not her. Maybe it's just that I try to be friendly with her, but I just have to like not bring up conversation with her anymore. Just maybe that will fix the problem. I try to be friendly, but hey, it's if it's not my problem, I guess. So, but um, I remember making a post. Obviously, I deleted it. Basically like a day after. But I thought I was gonna get fired because of requesting 3 days off really early in my being hired. I just thought they weren't gonna that there would be a kind of a big dispute or big battle because I was taking off time for religious reasons, and then I know that companies can't discriminate religiously against you or whatever. So you have that right to practice your religion, and so that's what I was like worried. I was worried and stuff, and like I was freaking out too much. I was thinking, putting too much thought into it, and I just wasn't really thinking too. I was overthinking and not thinking at the same time. That's kind of a weird thought. But eventually they let me have those 3 days off, and I was really grateful and thankful, and you know, um, so everything's good there. Everything's fine. There wasn't a huge there wasn't a huge big deal about it because basically I made up the time that I was off anyways. I worked some days that I worked the days that I didn't that I don't usually work. Ugh, trying to say that. So everything worked out good. And I have no problems with my manager. I have no problem with the um, uh, another manager. I don't. He's he's manager of a different department. So, but he's still a manager. But he's not my boss. So, um, obviously the manager. There's a manager who's also my boss. So, but yeah, like I have no problems with him. I have no problems with basically anybody there. I really wish I was working with, or at least I was able to communicate better, or communicate with the guy who actually trained me, Kay. Um, but I guess he's a different schedule than me, and he works. I don't know if he works different days or just different hours, but yeah, I think he also works different days too. So I don't know if he's like a Monday through Friday normal schedule, normal days, but um, so well, anyways, um, yeah, that's it. I have a long talk of just updating you guys on you know my life and things that have been going on. So everything's going good, going well, good. It's good. Um, yeah, so I definitely plan on doing a live stream or whatever, playing some video games Monday for sure, and well, maybe Sunday too, but Sunday would be like in the kind of later, like maybe at night. Actually, I'm thinking like 7 or 8 o'clock, maybe. Depends on. Yeah, so like maybe Sunday I could do. Maybe I'll do a video. Maybe that would be a little bit easier for me to do Sunday, and then Monday I can do a live stream, and then Tuesday I could possibly do a like afternoon live stream, but it wouldn't be for very long. And then yeah, so like I was gonna tell you guys is that yeah, my parents decided to take a trip because it is their um 29th anniversary. Uh, uh, what's today's? Oh, the 18th. Sorry, ooh, I couldn't remember. I was like, 18th is my parents' official anniversary, but they decided to go a couple days early to enjoy the weekend because it's Saturday and Sunday, and then I guess it's Sunday is their official anniversary of 29 years. So yeah, been married since '87. Oh, there goes the other clock for some reason. That one is a little bit off for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. We have another clock in there that sometimes rings like 13 or 14 times or 15 times. It's just really weird. It's totally messed up, but I'll have to get that fixed. I know my parents are actually going. Maybe they actually have it with them. They're stopping by their first stop is to a clock repair store down south, and then eventually going down to like Olympia, and then they're going to other places too. But yeah, so I have the house free to myself. I'm free. Um, but obviously, I'm just nothing's gonna. Basically, my vacation, for me is it doesn't start until 7 o'clock tonight. So because it's I work today, but then my weekend starts right after that. So um, yeah, maybe I could actually do a live stream tonight. I never thought of that. Kind of. I was like, oh, I have to work tomorrow. Oh no, I don't have to work tomorrow. I don't work Sunday. Right. So yeah, maybe I could do a live stream later tonight. But I haven't streamed in a while, so I'd have to get that all set up or remember how to do everything because I haven't streamed in probably a few months. I know that for sure. So, anyways, enough rambling. I'm gonna get going. Um, yeah, and I'll let you guys know other things too, updates on other things. It's really quick. The whole no sugar thing has been okay. Thing is that, of course, uh, uh, 2 days ago, they had a employee appreciation month or day or something like that. So they had a whole bunch of chocolates, and they had Oh, big ass fries, but a big ass cake. um, it just reminded me of Idiocracy. Big ass fries, Carl's Jr. Sorry. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. Why do you keep saying that? I get paid every time. Thought if you were smart, I thought you'd know that. Oh, sorry. Okay, I love that movie too much, so I am just like saying that too much. Brondo. It's got what plants need. It's got electrolytes. What exactly are electrolytes? Um, sorry. Okay. So yeah. Everything's going good. I don't even remember what I was talking about because then, oh, the big cake. Yeah, the employee of the month or employee of the appreciation month or whatever. They brought in a huge cake, and then they had a whole bunch of like semi cheap chocolates that assortment of chocolates or whatever thing. I didn't have any of the chocolates, but I did have some cake. I'm more of a cake guy than those little chocolate things. There weren't any dark chocolates, so I was like, nah, they're all milk chocolate. Nah, no thanks. I like a good chocolate. Um, I like good chocolate, not cheap chocolate. So um, so yeah, I did have a cake or a piece of cake. It's it's a piece of cake. Duke Nukem. Anyways, so yeah, so I did have a piece of cake, but other than that, up until that point, I've been fairly good with the whole no sugar thing. The thing that I've been trying to do, and actually yesterday and the day before or the day before that, I had a salad for lunch, and of course, my mom makes a potato salad. It's a salad, but yeah, I know there are vegetables in it, and yeah, there are potatoes and I can't remember if it's celery or what's the other one. Whatever, there is a few vegetable onions and uh, chives and other things too. So the only really bad part about it is the mayonnaise or the stuff about in potato salad, but you know um, there also is some leftover like pasta stuff, but I just felt like taking the potato salad. There's more of it, and I need to eat leftovers, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I actually gotta get going and take a shower and get ready. Well, at least take a shower. I don't work until 1 o'clock, but uh, I gotta be ready, get dressed. I'm probably gonna need to shave. Yeah, I need to shave and pack my lunch. Do a few things around the house, like the dishes. Gotta put a few dishes in, and I gotta turn the water off. Or water my mom's flowers out front. We haven't had a lot of rain, lately, so been having to use the water a lot. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. I'll probably have to like, yeah. Of course, the other thing is I'll probably have to upload this later tonight, so it's gonna be kind of pointless. But I mean, at least you guys will know kind of what's been going on with me and why I haven't kind of made a video in a little bit. But work, and then obviously most Mondays and Sundays, Mondays and Tuesdays. So my dad hasn't found a job yet, so he's here like 24/7, and it's just like I don't like it when he's around, or I don't like it when people are around me when I'm trying to like live stream or play video games or do or, mainly it's live streaming, which I don't like people around me. But anyways, I'm gonna get going. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's not very nice out right now where I'm at, where I live. It's kind of cloudy and windy, and hoping for rain. I think it's gonna rain, but we just haven't got much rain. But whatever. So, anyways, I'll see you guys later.